Hello YouTube, it's Steven here and I'm bringing you a quick unboxing and overview of the GK61 optical mechanical keyboard. I'll be running down some of its features and giving you my first impression as I go along. I bought this keyboard from Banggood UK for only £37.52 before shipping. Link will be in the description below. Like my previous keyboard I unboxed, card top right if you want to watch that one, it was only packaged with a grey mailing bag. Unfortunately, this time around the box wasn't so lucky as last time since it got beaten up quite badly. That aside, when I took the box out of the bag, I noticed that the logo on the top looked awfully similar to the OnePlus logo. Opening the box, you are presented with the keyboard inside the clear bag. This is followed by the instruction manual underneath it, and underneath that, the braided USB-C cable as well as the keycap and key switch puller. I didn't expect much from the packaging, especially at this price point, so it's fine. After taking the keyboard out of the bag and getting a feel for the keyboard, I was pleasantly surprised. The body was full plastic, but it felt good in the hand and it was sturdy. The keycaps, however, were a little disappointing, more on that later. At the top left you will find the USB-C input, and flipping over to the back will reveal the rubber pads on each corner to prevent slip as well as the sticker. Something that shocked me a little at first was the fact that there were no flip-out rubber feet to extend the angle of the keyboard. Instead, the body of the keyboard is angled just enough to provide a good typing experience. When placed on my desk, I noticed some wobbling. Maybe the rubber pads were placed in a weird angle, or the frame isn't flat, but whatever the reason was, mine wobbled and is much more noticeable in person. I'm hoping that it's my unit only that has this problem and that it's not for everyone. One of the biggest features of this keyboard is the fact that it's hot swappable. This means that you're able to take each key out individually and replace them. This saves a chunk of money if your key suddenly stops working, since you can just replace the key instead of having to buy a whole new keyboard. Please note however that this keyboard is using Gateron optical switches. Compared to the more common 3-pin design, this one only has 1 pin, and the only switches you can replace these with are those that are in the same Gateron optical lineup. This means that you won't be able to buy any cherry switches or kale switches if you buy this model. However, there is a different model that uses a different PCB that allows you to use the 3-pin switch. Link for that one will be in the description below, along with more information about it. Personally, I'd recommend you pick up the Kemove Snowfox if you want a standard hot swappable keyboard. That keyboard is amazing for the money. Moving on to the keycaps. These are ABS 2-color injection keycaps, and to be honest, I don't like them that much. For some reason, they decided to make the side of these keycaps glossy, which doesn't reflect well with the RGB and it just looks weird. I also want to compare the RGB to the only other RGB keyboard I have, which is the Kemove Snowfox. I will say the RGB is not bad, but something to note is that the RGB shines weirdly through the keycaps. As you can see in the video, the shine is not one solid color underneath the keycaps. Not a deal breaker, just something to note. There are plenty of RGB effects and you can customize them in the software. Personally, this one might be my favorite. Take a look. Pretty cool, right? It uses a small microphone underneath the spacebar which picks up audio and reflects it in the RGB. Something else I want to quickly touch on are these optical switches. These use an infrared light to register a keystroke, which in turn should give you a quicker response time and last you up to 100 million clicks, which is amazing. These brown switches I have here are also surprisingly clicky compared to the normal Gateron brown switches in the other keyboard. Not to mention, the tactile bump is also more noticeable and requires more force to push it past that point. I think I've covered the main features here. Sturdy plastic build, ABS keycaps with weird side glass, decent RGB and the optical switches this keyboard uses. Overall, for the price, I really don't think anyone can complain because this is a really good deal, and if you are on a budget, I don't think you can go wrong with this. Sure, the keycaps are weird, but at the end of the day, that's just aesthetics. This keyboard is still practical and is amazingly priced. Check out my other keyboard review, and thank you for watching. If you want to show your support, drop a like and subscribe. It would really help push my content out there. I'll leave you with the sound test.